shall we get to it? Yoga, January 5th. I'd like you to have a blanket and a strap for practice today. And we're going to start out laying down on our backs. So if you need a blanket for support to do that, you can use that. Otherwise, moving it out of the way, coming down onto your back. You might want a blanket under your head or your knees or anywhere else that feels good to you. And stretching out nice and long if that feels good. Otherwise, you can bend your knees, make your feet wider than your hips, and let your knees fall in against each other, and let your low back release here. So either that pose or stretching legs all the way out into Shavasana, sliding the shoulder blades down the back. Closing the eyes and finding stillness for a moment. I'm just noticing this invitation to feel your energy settle on this eve of the wolf full moon. The brightness at night as we welcome the growing light each day. Calling us into our own radiance. So as you begin to deepen your breath here, see if you can breathe in nourishing, illuminating light. And as you exhale, releasing stagnation, fog, gray, dull energy, and feel that illumination rising up and out of you. So inhale, bringing it in, the light, the clarity, the radiance of the full moon, and then exhaling, releasing dull, and feel that illumination shining out towards the end of your exhale. A few more breaths like this. The full moon calls us into being more visible, being a little more active, even amidst the winter resting energy. Building some warmth and light. Getting really clear about where our energy is going. One more breath here. And then beginning to wiggle your fingers and toes. And rolling the hands and feet around in little circles. Massaging out the wrists and the ankles. And going back the other way. Bringing the arms back by the sides, resting them here. Take a deep letting go breath. Inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. With your next inhale, reach your arms up to the sky and over your head on the floor, stretching fingertips and toes away from each other, arching the back, stretching through the front body, and exhale, floating the arms back up to the sky, down by the sides, flexing the feet. Inhale, lifting up, stretching long. Exhale, loading down, flexing, tucking the tailbone. Couple more times like this. Expanding out, radiating. Exhale. And then inhale long again. And this time, as you exhale, bend the right knee and bring it in, clasping the hands over the shin. Stretching through the hip. Inhale long again. Exhale, left knee comes in. Inhale long. Exhale right. Inhale long. Exhale left. Inhale long. You can continue moving like this. If you'd like a little extra challenge, we can lift the head and lift the extended leg as we pull the knee in. And if you'd like a little extra core challenge, you can keep the legs floating the whole time. Bringing left knee in, stretching out long. Exhale, right knee. Choosing your own adventure. Feeling a little more expansive, powerful wolf moon energy. Ow, ow! You can howl. One more each side. Maybe feel some warmth building in your body. Nice, and then stretching out long, let those legs rest. Arms reaching, shifting a little side to side. Wiggle through that spine. And then deep breath, stretching equally through both sides of the body. Inhale and exhale, arms back up to the sky, down by the sides. You're tracing the periphery of half of the moon. And then sinking into Shavasana, letting go of all muscular effort, closing the eyes, taking a breath here, honoring the stillness of the winter time. And then gently, slowly bending one knee and then the other, placing your feet on the floor. And realigning the hips if needed. We're going to let the legs fall side to side. So both knees to the right, both knees to the left. And walking your feet gradually out to the edges of the mat, if they're not there already. And the next time the knees fall to the right, let them stay here, dropping down towards the floor. Nice stretch through that left hip. If you'd like, you can lift the right foot up, placing on the outside of the left thigh, and reach the left arm long above the head on the floor, really expanding into that whole left side body. You can place your right hand on your belly. Close your eyes and see if you can bring in that fullness. Maybe even a little wild energy into your being. One more breath here. And then keeping the legs as they are, bring them up. So we're going to untwist the body. We're going to hold on behind the left thigh. And if you can't reach, you can use your strap here. Loop it around your thigh and hold on to the strap. So flexing the right foot. Really getting into the hips today. A grounded place where we can really release. A lot of emotional release can happen in the hips, surprisingly. Make sure that your jaw is relaxed, that you're not holding tension in the jaw. Have a connection between the jaw and the hips. So taking a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, release just your arms. Keep your legs engaged and drop them over to the left. So the right foot's going to come to the floor like you're standing on it. And left leg's just going to relax. And then reach down with your left hand, pressing into the inside of the right knee, pressing it away from the floor. So now we're opening up through the front side of that hip. Woo! Stretching the right arm out from the shoulder. You can look out over it if that feels comfortable for you. Soften the jaw again. Maybe bringing a little smile to your face as your breath flows to wherever you're feeling sensation here. Let's take 2 letting go breaths. Nice. With your next inhale, unwind. Bring your feet back to the floor as wide as the mat. And let the knees drop side to side, going to the left first, then the right. Notice the difference in the 2 hips. That right side might feel a little more open now. And then the next time your knees fall to the left, let them stay there. And lifting left foot up, placing it on the outside of the thigh if that's available to you. You can stretch the right arm long above the head on the floor. The left hand comes to the belly. Deep breath, softening the jaw, sinking into this shape. Noticing what you can release and surrender to that full moon, that glowing pearl in the sky that calls to the wolves this time of year. How can we tune in to the deeper, deeper, deeper knowing, the deeper desires? So we're at the beginning of this calendar year. Maybe that looks like a little openness, a little willingness to examine, to shift, to welcome new ways of being. One more breath here. And then keeping the legs crossed, we're just going to shift the legs up and bring them in, clasping the hands behind the right thigh, flexing the left foot. And again, if you want to use your strap, you can bring the strap around that right thigh, holding on to it. And gently bring the legs in towards your heart. Nice stretch through that left hip. Relaxing the jaw. Might wiggle it around. Breathing deeply to where you feel sensation. Breath can really bring in that expansive energy, the radiant light to your inner being. One more inhale, and then as you exhale, release just your hands and drop the legs all the way over to the right. Left foot comes to the floor like you're standing on it. Reach down with your with your right hand, pressing into the inside of the left knee, away from the floor. Stretching left arm out from the shoulder, and you can look out over it if you'd like. And breathing as you release and soften into your own well-being, your own perfection, in the radiant sunshine, the radiant moonlight. Being who and what you are, exactly perfect in this moment. Let's take 2 letting go breaths. Deep inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Nice. With your next inhale, unwind, come back to center, releasing feet to the floor as wide as the mat. Realign the spine if needed, drop the knees right, drop the knees left, integrating here and noticing what has shifted in this hip area, the low back. Maybe a little more space, a little more radiance. Wonderful. And then hugging your knees into your chest. And rock a little side to side here. So we're going to have another choose your own adventure moment right now. So option number 1 is to extend the right leg and bring the head up and arms holding onto the leg and then releasing down. Left leg extends, bringing head up. We're stretching more through the leg. Option number 2 is we're going to start a little rolling. I need to scoot back here. And then bringing right leg forward, coming into a forward fold here. Now we're going to roll backwards, lifting the legs up, and then coming forward and bending towards the left leg. So whichever option you prefer, either staying on your back and just lifting the head up, or rocking and rolling here. Getting in a little lengthening in the legs. One more each side. And then making your way up. If you are still on your back, you can roll to one side and push your way up, or just roll up. And from here, we're going to come to hands and knees. And placing your strap at the top of your mat. So blanket underneath your knees if you'd like a little extra padding there. Hands underneath the shoulders. Fingers spread really wide, knees underneath the hips, so we're a little bit wider. Take an inhale here. Exhale, round the spine, gazing towards your belly button. Inhale, tilt the pelvis, let the motion slide up the spine. Belly drops, head lifts. Exhale, rounding back. Inhale, lifting. One more time. Curl the toes under and press back. Down dog. Melting the heart here, dropping the heels towards the floor. With your next inhale, look up past your hands and stepping to the top of the mat. Hang in a forward fold, soft knees. You can shake your head around. Yes, 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 and no, no, no. Maybe your arms too. And then inhale, sweep the arms out and up, standing all the way up. Palms pressed together. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale down, place the hands. We're going to step the right foot back, pivot the heel to the floor, grab your strap, and we're going to come up to a wide straddle with the strap out between the hands. So we're going to do a little squatting here. So we want to make sure that the knees are tracking out over the toes here, not falling in so much. And we're going to do a little rotation with the shoulders, tracing that circle of the full moon. So take an inhale here. And as you exhale, we're going to sit down into the squat, bringing the strap back behind us. Inhale, lifting up, arms come overhead. Exhale, squatting down as the strap comes in front of you. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. See why we woke up the hips here. Inhale, up. Exhale, coming down in front. Inhale, up one more time, front and back. Exhale, squatting down, maybe a little lower each time. Exhale, squatting down. This time we're going to drop the strap, keep the squat. Inhale, bring the arms up to create a moon around your head. Take an inhale here, strong base in the legs. Exhale, side bending over to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, side bending left. Inhale, center. Exhale, squatting down a little deeper. And then inhale, opening up into a five-pointed star. Close your eyes if you feel balanced here. Feel yourself radiant. Beautiful light shining out. Receiving and giving the light from the full moon and the wild places inside. Nice, gently opening your eyes. We're going to windmill around to what was the back of your mat and step feet forward here. Hang in a forward fold. And placing the hands, stepping back with both feet, a quick down dog, and then dropping the knees to the floor and shifting back to a child's pose. Inhale, pulling forward to hands and knees again. Exhale, round to cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. One more time. Curl the toes under, press back. Down dog. One more breath here. Looking up past your hands, step forward to the top of your mat. Exhale, hang in a forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, standing all the way up. Palms pressed together. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up again. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, place the hand step. Left foot back behind you, pivot the heel. We're gonna pivot around, finding the strap and coming up to our wide straddle again with the strap. So we're gonna move again 3 times forward and back into our squat. So again, knees tracking out over the toes, not falling in, really opening up through the hips here. Radiance in the full moon energy. Inhale here, exhale, squatting down. Strap goes back, inhale up. Exhale, squatting down, coming forward. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale forward. One more round. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. And exhale forward. We're going to stay in the squat. Drop the strap. Bring that moon around your head. Yay! Full moon. Feel so supported by this base of your legs right now. Breathing to sensation. Inhale here. Exhale over to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale right. Let's do one more each side. Exhale left, maybe sinking a little deeper in your squat. Inhale center. Exhale right. Inhale, coming up, expanding out, shining, closing your eyes for a moment. If you feel stable here. And if you'd like, feeling radiant, give a little howl to the moon. Oh, oh, oh! Yay! Opening your eyes, bringing your hands to your heart here, and just feeling a lot of appreciation for the heart energy of connectivity, of warmth, of shared life and light. We're going to heel toe our feet in together, stepping them so they're about hip width apart or a little wider. Taking some hip circles here, you can bring your hands down to your hips and going back the other way. Lovely, and then we'll come down to the mat again, hugging your knees into your chest when you get there, and letting the knees come away from each other, reaching through the inside of your knees, grabbing onto the outside of the feet or the ankles for a happy baby pose. You can rock a little side to side here. If there's any final poses you would like to find before coming to Shavasana, feel free, otherwise stretching out long on your back, setting yourself up well, perhaps a blanket under your head or your knees, or covering you up. And sinking into stillness, relaxing the jaw, relaxing the shoulders, the hips, the eyeballs in their sockets. Let's take one final letting go breath. Deep inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. And then feeling yourself simply giving yourself over to this radiant light of the full moon. Feeling it, breathing you and you breathing it. This beautiful exchange. And softening and letting go. The light amidst the darkness. That's you. Calling us into being the light. The full moon gives us no place to hide. It's bright at night. Just resting for a few more breaths. Nothing to do, just be. Bringing your awareness back to the surface of your body. Begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. When you're ready, bend one knee and then the other, placing your feet on the floor, and come to rest over on your right side. Taking a breath here and keeping your eyes closed and your attention internal. Gently press your way up to find a seat. And sitting with your eyes closed, allow these words by Lois Parker Edstrom to wash over you. This is a poem called Wolf Moon. The January moon is ripe. It spills its light into the dark night, an extrovert needing to be the center of attention. There is a reason wolves howl when the moon reveals the fullness of itself. And although I haven't done so, I've felt the urge, a longing so ancient and wild, as if in a time past we came from an enchanted place. A place so beautiful we want only to return. Now the moon casts its cold white light onto everything. The fields glitter and the lake gives itself up to receive the radiance of that dominating presence. We may lose ourselves in brilliance, an attraction that smolders, just waiting to be lit. No secrets, no dark and quiet corners. The moon demands clarity. Come into the light. Bringing your hands together in front of your heart, pressing your thumbs together to feel your heartbeat, your personal pulse. And take a deep breath of gratitude, sending that gratitude from your heart out to all the cells in your being, feeling their radiance. This glow of your being, perfect in what it is. I thank you all for joining me for practice today. The light within me honors the light within you. Namaste.